All right, so the surprise guest for Friday's stream will be none other than the legendary Garry Kasparov, the 13th world champion, the greatest chess player in the history of chess up to this moment in time. So we'll be having Garry on Friday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a collaboration. We're going to do that. We're going to be talking about many things. We'll be asking questions. I think we're going to ask some people here in chat to try and come up with some questions that they would love to see Garry answer. Just general questions. Obviously, we're not going to be talking politics, but if you have questions chess related or life related, the mods will try to gather quite a few of these questions together, and we will be asking questions. We will also be talking about Garry's new website as well. And I was thinking on that note, yesterday during my break, I actually was on a call with Garry, and it really was a shame that I wasn't able to record any of it because there were two puzzles that Garry did where we were just going through his new site, and we were going through his site. There were two puzzles that Garry just went boom, boom, boom instantly and solved them. So I'm going to very briefly try to pop it up. There were just two studies that I did, where I was just perusing his site, and they came up. And so there was this puzzle. This was a Garry Kasparyan study, and this comes back to like Puzzle Rush or similar stuff. This was not Garry. This Kasparyan was a puzzle solver, studying genius who did these sorts of things, and so yeah. So all right, so this is one of the things that came up, and what I wanted to show you guys was just like the genius of Garry, because unfortunately on this was just on a call yesterday, and we I wasn't able to record or anything. But Garry, as soon as this popped, he's like he started rolling through his mental Rolodex, and he's like, wait a second, I think I did this puzzle 40 years ago. So I'm just going to show you guys this puzzle, even though it doesn't look anywhere near as impressive now. When we were on the call, Garry literally just rattled off all the moves. So I'm just going to show you guys this solution, because it's pretty beautiful. So the move was bishop to g5. So it says great move. Let me move my cam over to the other side, I guess. Let's move it here. And now the move is, I believe it's rook d2 check. King, and when the point is black's trying to push these pawns up the board like a3 and b2, try to make a queen here basically. And white has a pass pawn you can try to get to f8 as well. So the correct move here is pawn to f7, and you go, well, I can make a queen and I can mate, because normally what you would do is normally you'd play like f8, try to go queen a3 and make a checkmate, and you would think, well, after queen it's winning. But there's a trick here in that after rook b1, if b2 king c2 b1 takes queen a3 will be a checkmate. However, also after rook d1 king d1, white's just winning the endgame. But the wrinkle is that when you play rook to d1 here, after rook to g2, you're not really sure what to do, because if you make a check on any of these two squares to hit the king, black goes b2 check, and your king can't come up. You would have to sack the queen, and then black takes back with the rook on b2. So you're just like, wait a second, what's going on? You can't check here. The only other check you have is queen a3 or rook d2, but if you go rook d2, black will just check and then make a repetition. So the winning move here is to play queen a3 check, and now there's a phenomenal move here. And of course, as I said, we were just on a casual call yesterday, but Garry rattled off all the moves, and it's rook to d2, rook a3, now the brilliant move rook to b2, and the only move black has is rook to a2, only move, and now you go rook to b1, which is a very, very beautiful checkmate here. The king gets stuck in the corner, and it's a forced win. Now again, we were just perusing the site, we were just going through things, but the moment it came up, Garry literally took like 10 to 20 seconds, like, wait a second, I think I've seen this before. This study that I looked at 40 years ago. It's like, it's f7, rook d1, rook d1, rook d2, f8, queen a3, rook d2, rook b2. And again, I just thought I would show this because this was one of the two puzzles that we did yesterday where it will not, it won't have the wow factor since he knew it, but it was just like one of those things that just shows how brilliant he is. There's one other puzzle that I'm going to pull up as well. So there's this crazy puzzle. Black has all these weird pawns. Black has like 5 pawns and 2 rooks, and this was another one that Garry and I we went over very briefly. And he was like, the way that you win is you bring the king all the way back down, you go back up, you go to g4, you go to f5 and collect. So just to show you guys, it's a really beautiful one. So you go check, you go g7 here. And now black checks. And the thing is, if you take the rook, black gets a check. And I think it's there's, for some reason, it's a stalemate. I guess if you take, how does this work? Oh, right, sorry. If you take, he makes a check, you move the king, and then he takes your rook, because your pawn no longer supports the rook on h7 here. So you have to go here, and now I think you have to go here. You go here, and now you can't go back because there's check, but I think you go, is it king c? I think you go here. He takes, and now you run this way, and now you go all the way up the board, and you go up, and you eat the juicer, and now you come back, now you go down, now you go down, and now you go down, and now you go here, you go here, and now you go up, you go up, you go here, and then you go up, and then you take, and then you go back, and then you take, and you go here. Oh wait, no, sorry, wrong move. Check. You go, wait a second, it's not king f6. Let me think, 1 second. You go king f5, and then you go here, and then you go here, and then you take, and it's winning with g6. Again, I looked at this yesterday, so I'm not trying to pretend that I haven't looked at it before. But the thing is, I just thought I would showcase them because there were 2 puzzles yesterday that Garry knew by heart, and these are things that he had looked at many years ago. And so I thought I would just show them for you guys, just because it was really cool. It's like one of those things where when you're on a call, it's like you really wish that like everybody could see it, but obviously nobody saw it except for myself. And so I thought I'd point it out just to give him some justice. So anyway, just thought I'd point this out. We're gonna have Garry on Friday. This stuff that I am showing you guys, these 2 puzzles, these are from his new site that he recently started. It's KasparovChess.com. So yeah, that's just what I thought I'd point this out. We will be talking about that as well on Friday, and of course we'll be doing some other stuff, like doing some of these puzzles and trying to solve them and go from there. So that's going to be the plan for Friday and what we're doing. What time? It will be at 10:30. Oh wait, they made a mistake. They made a mistake. Oh, this was a mistake. I need to edit it. Whoops. It's a mistake. I need to let me add another tweet. It's at 10:30 a.m. PST. That's a mistake. Sorry. 1/130 plus 6 would be 7:30 p.m. 7:30 p.m. CET, right? Yeah, there's no way you can edit in Twitter. Let me it's CEST, I guess. CEST. Okay. 10:30 a.m. 1:30. Let me add this as a correction. Okay, there we go. All right, 10:30 a.m. Yeah, there we go. Correction. There we go. So yeah. All right. Just thought I would add that. Delete the tweet. No, I'm not. I just added correction here, so it's fine. So yeah, it will be at 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern European time, 7:30 p.m. Central European Standard Time as well. That's going to be on Friday. So we're going to have Garry on. We're going to talk about a lot of different things, and it's going to be a lot of fun.